Hello everyone, it's Sam Wong again. Thank you for the fans for supporting me and listening to my video. Today is January 25th. I just want to give you a quick recap on the stock that I recommended yesterday and how stock market will move overall. So earnings season has started and many high tech stock will be announcing their financial performance very soon. This is again is a good test should AI continue to prove itself and break through the lows and on index which will revert to another high. And you can see that in S&P 500, I mean over 5 days for last week, they kind of rebounds back from the low end, and then we really potentially can be testing to reaching new high again. And if we really in a year 52 weeks high 696 as you can see, so it's actually an intraday. You'll have breakthrough on last week, and so we'll see if things will actually continue to lead the market with the earnings announcement with good news that can potentially break it through. And you can see in Nasdaq is the same thing. I mean, it's going down at the low end and push it back up again, and then you drop again over the last couple of days. We'll see if this coming week will be good to lead into the higher. So of course this, the what causing the market Monday, actually down. You can see that is really because of Trump again, the fearful of the Greenlands and geopolitical risks, right? And the tariffs uncertainty. So of course that on Tuesday he made another speech that kind of back it off, and hopefully, I mean, like I'm a peacemaker, so I hope there's no war, and every time regardless of war who win and who lost, really there's a lot of loss of life and suffering. So as we really in the 21st century, we really should pushing things to be better, not continue causing drama. So again, but some people ask me, is it a good time to buy gold? And I gotta be cautious you that gold actually have gone up a lot. So you really not, let's say one like Bitcoin, which is hitting so high there and create 20% corrections. So it's a matter of whether gold will get correction or not. But every time he's trying to always tell you if there's a fear of war and uncertainty, I mean gold will be the place to buy instead of US dollars. So that really can potentially driving gold prices going higher. I mean I'm not an expert and I don't track that, but when you get to the FX forward exchange, we're talking about exchange rate of different currencies and also gold is really difficult to predict. I mean, you can use technical analysis, but historical performances is not guaranteed just like stock market. So again, I think if I mean, especially Asian Chinese like to hold gold, and gold really have been gone up so much, and I think I mean, you with the uncertainty, maybe it's a good time to buy some and just leave it there, but just bear in mind that there's a risk of going down as well. So I just want to cover the stock that I talked about for last week video for those who have been really following up. And I hope Mega 7 with the announcement again proving AI really gonna return an investment on that and continue the large expenditure, capitalized expenditure. You really will meaning that as long as spending and corporation continue to do that and possibly I mean, people get into tax return this time, focusing on middle class and potentially that corporate benefit from the tax break as well. I don't see the interest rate going to be going down in January. Obviously, will this coming week, so end of Jan, and then with the inflation getting control and whatnot. So there's still some catalysts that potentially drive the market up, but in this particular stock, if you listened to me last week and you really have bought it at $14, why not $12, you really have a really decent return in 5 days at 24.77. Look at that, 1 year high was $44. So there's a potential upswing of that, but honestly, I bought it at $12 and I have almost 100% return, so I sold some of them already. I have few shares on hand right now only. So if it's up and down, I already take a profit taking. But I just want to show you in a week, it gives you 46% return on this stock, USA Rare Earth. And again, for those who listen to my previous video, knowing that this is very speculative. So the higher the risk, the higher the return, and obviously you can lose them all too. So I don't do options because if you bet the wrong direction, good luck to you. But at least in stock, you the strategy. If you for those who listen to me that will follow, you buy a Luma buy at the price you want to put it in. Once you get the stock, you put a Luma sell to the target price. You want to lock yourself in a profit, and your potential really driving that easily, and you don't have a lot of hustle, right? And all you do is just check the stock prices periodically on your apps, right, on your phone, and you know that when you hit a certain point, you can just check to see if your stock got purchased or sold. It will make your life easier for those who really have a full-time job. And this Texas Mineral Resources crop, for those who listen to my video, was 81 cents. Now it's at 95 cents. In 5 days, they've gone up 14%, which definitely beat the market. What I mean by beat the market mean is perform better than the index funds. Now, this stock, like I said, you'll be like $1. So maybe you're pretty close now. You can set up 98 cents to profit taking, and I look forward to over $1 or so. So you can put a little more sale depending on where you are at, and I'm looking for 20% normally is my magic short-term investment return. So I'm pretty close to this, and I probably sell it around $1.05. And then we'll set some up at $1.11 and $1.20. That's typically how I set up the ladder to sell the stock, or if I buy, I set a 5%, 10% discount, another 10% lower, and another 15% lower. So then you know that on the average you're gonna put a good price, if you know. And when the market rebound and revert, that's how you get making a quick profit. Again, in 5 days, 14%, not bad, huh? So the next one is also Under Armour. For those who listen to my video, I say I'm still looking forward to move up to $8. I bought it around $4.75, and around $5 is the time point you listen to my video and I propaganda to buy and think there's a potential and good reason why this stock will wrap up. So if you look at the 5 days return, it give you 11% again, only a week, and you really this is really beating the market. And I bought it earlier than obviously at the time I told you to buy. So I actually got more profit than that, right? Like if you do a $5.70, now $6.35, so I make dollar plus in office within a month. Right? And next one is also Likey. I also see some opportunity there. This one actually the last 5 days you have ups and downs, but you're hitting about really high in about $66. So actually, if you look at the chart 5 days, it will be lower than where you started. But in a month timeline, you have 8.4% return, which is pretty good, better than index again. This stock again, I'm really looking at probably around going back to $80, and it's a really good start and really a long brand. Yeah, people who play basketball exactly know what I mean. So I'm still thinking this stock I will be holding to around $80 to take a profit, taking down my buyback when you sleep. A good story about this too is you look at Starbucks, which I wasn't really propaganda in my video, and I kind of missed the stock. It was like as low as like about $77, and now it's like $95, and this really happened within 3 months. I would say 3 month timeline, so it's actually really good return from that perspective as well. And I'm looking at thinking Likey and this Under Armour will be pretty much the same story that you're gonna be sharing if you bought the stock. The next one, Helion. This stock again is one of my big favorites. I really have a lot of holdings on that. So lately, have been hitting $2.30. I actually sold some of my my stock and profit taking to reduce my exposures. This stock, and I have been propaganda it long time ago. If you're listening, which is about $1.40 and the 50 cents, I bought a lot and I sold about $1.50 at the time. So then you went back up and sold some more, and then I buy back in low end about $1.80. So now $2.20. So the return is not too bad. Again, this stock, I look at it good in the long run. It's pretty good to do short-term trading as well. I think this stock, you can do a lot more research on that, and over a month, it gives you 10% return as well. So this stock is pretty good. And I'm hoping that the money that is sideline will actually push this small cap going up. In this earnings season announcement. Not just the Mega 7. If AI once again proven to be good. And the next one is Alibaba. For those who listen to my last video and the video before, I was propaganda about Alibaba at the price about, it was about $170, dropped to 158 roughly, and I was recommended to buy for receiving the Chinese New Year next month. I think the stock will continue to momentum to $200 at the time. My video, I was staying about $180. So if you look at 5 days chart, actually Alibaba he hit about $178 at the intraday high. So really very close to my message in $1.80, right? Uh, Although I'm a fortune teller, but I'm not quite getting exact value on that. Normally plus minus a couple percent. So this start again, your month did pretty well, 15% return, which beat the market as well. So far so good. All the start I recommended to you actually, if you were body, you really will have make pretty good money in a very decent short time. And the next one also this one, last 5 days actually you showing a price going down, but in a month it's also still doing well. This still have a quite a bit of volatility, but it's really good for short-term trading. Right now the stock have down 5 days about 8%. So I recommend this stock to buy again. The range is 1850 to 2150 in the $3 range. You can trading around buy and sell. So I normally bought it around this range and I would expect to push it up to 21 $22 and will sell some of them. I do have quite a bit on stock holding, so I sold some at $21 so last week. And this stock, just bear that in mind, at one point they have some good news that even push up to $28. And if you had gone back to 5 years ago during COVID, this stock have really hitting at $75. Their IPO price about $13. So there's still, in my opinion, there's still a long way to go should the EV will materialize. This is a competitor, one of the competitor against Tesla. So, but you know, Tesla is really expensive, 400 some dollars share, right? So this stock is pretty much for those who don't have a lot of money, you can kind of buy that, but their volatility probably a little higher. You know, the beta, which is called risk factor, is a little bit higher than Tesla. But overall, I think the stock and the car is really kind of amazing that I really like them. And then the next one is Meta. So Meta still looks like there's still room for going up. You have been rebounded last week. And again, I don't know what they do that they make so much money, but they are making money with taking advantage of AI and cloud. If you want to hear the story about Meta, please go back to my last video that I talked about it a bit. This start again. You know, you look at it, really 52 highs were $800. So if the momentum and this earnings announcement Meta is still saying good and talking about the outlook, still very confident about the capital expenditure that they're going to spend and getting the return fast, like probably in a year or so, then you still a very good stock to buy. And I hope the momentum will push it up back up to at least $700. But this stock will be good for long-term holding. Next one, Microsoft again. The stock have been struggling and be around this range from $500, a little keep pushing down and down a little bit to a range of $460. But you can start to seeing that last week have kind of rebound and going push back up. So I really look forward to earnings and the AI materiality, how they really take advantage to take a stock to the next level using technology. And again, the stock, some analysts target at $600, and I really hope after the earning announcement, the stock will go back up at least 10% plus. So right now, currently in a month, you actually down a little bit, but this stock again is a very strong stock, solid, and it's really good for long-term holding. And I bought some, you know, like pretty cheap back then last year, like maybe $300, and actually sold it around 450. So I make pretty good money, but if I didn't sell it, you know, obviously if it got up to $550, I will make more money. But again, sometimes I think if you buy and sell, you could have make more money than less you're holding for long term, right? So next one is Apple, which again I will also recommend it to look into this stock, and there's a potentials and good. The stock actually have been really lagging, but they have really moving up when Mega 7 go up, but just not as high as it was. The stock in a month actually have gone down 10% roughly. So I think it's a good time to buy with this year. I look forward for Apple will have more exciting innovation, and you'll really drive the market going up to $300 as my target price. And then I noticed that maybe because of Monday, whenever the war, you wouldn't want to go out and enjoy. And also the, the economy always, since last year fourth quarter predicted this year could be maybe sluggish, and there's a lot of company already announced layoff in America, and China always have been facing deflation, a lot of challenges as well. But and so does European countries, and I think that they have the government trying to do stimulus to continue to drive the economy stable, but it's very challenging. So right now, because of that, maybe not so many people going to cruise, and obviously also the peak time of the cruise is always in holiday, which is Christmas time. So this stock actually had really dropping quite a bit from $33. You can see it, this kind of peak pricing, 4 points here, and suddenly drop below $30. So I think you can. This is maybe a good potential stock to put in your watch list. And if you've gone down to $25, definitely would be a good buy. But you may have to wait for, I don't know, till summer, right, which is June. So you may have to hold for 4 months or like more than a quarter for seeing this stock to give you a really decent return, 10% plus or 20%. The next stock is United Airlines. I see the same thing because of the fear of what happened last month of Greenland news. The stock actually dropped from $120 going down, and I think this stock, if you hit $90, definitely a good buy. And remember during last year in April, if you go back, because of Terry's announcement, these stocks have been very sensitive and dropped back down to $60. I bought it. I bought it again and sold it at $90. So it was really giving me a short term within a year, maybe three, or with definitely within 6 months for 50% return on United. So I will always want to buy back these type of stuff that give me a lot of return and have a more, like good brand name, and also have more some relativity within a certain quarter or range of time. So this stock again, I'm pretty interested in, and think this will be the good one to put in watch list to buy back as well. So and the other one, Robots again. The stock have been pretty disappointed because of the lawsuit going on. But I hope the lawsuit will have, with this quarter earning, there will be good news and more positive news about the outlook, and also the announcement of the lawsuit. Again, lawsuit can take long time, to be settled. So it should be, while this is still, right now talking about in the news, eventually it will just on the sideline, and the business as usual. So this stock offers it from 52 high 150 cut down to half, $75, which is pretty good buy. I think the stock, if you go down more, you could be going on $70, $60 probably is good buy. I still look at company buy them up potentially. This stock again, if you look at it very long time ago, right? I haven't bought it like a year or 2 years ago. I bought it $40 and I sold it $90, right? So give me 100% plus return. This is now the opportunity again. So I like to buy the stock that I see volatility up and down, and when the market actually coming back down, you're buying discount again, and you should take advantage of it. And then when the market go back up and have momentum, you always help you to make the money. You put it decent money. And Nvidia again, if you want to hear more about it, just go back, refer back to my last video. I'm not going to repeat myself, but this stock have been pretty around the range of $170 to $185 range, I would say, in a month or so. So you were kind of struggling and waiting for good news, and really the earnings announcement hopefully will again shock the market, and then you'll should push it back $200 plus. 52 week highs at $212. So again, this stock have been, last few years have been really be the market winner. So chip is a very competitive market, so you never know. But right now, I think Nvidia is still in business. I look forward to this one to see if should be coming back in the earnings season and the momentum continue to drive. So again, I hope I give you enough news and give you tips of which one is good to watch and potential buying, and when you're going to sell it, when it's the time should be selling for profit taking. How is the long range view they're looking for this year? Hopefully, again, the people in Texas will be staying warm for the freeze coming. Try not to drive and stay safe. Hope everybody will have a good health. And this Chinese New Year coming, year of horse, things are gonna get better for you and your family. And always make money in the stock market and all the investment you have. Thank you very much, and offer the world peace.